Have you ever felt like a young girl was giving you signals, but you weren't quite sure what they meant? Maybe she acts differently around you, but you can't tell if it's real interest or just a coincidence. The truth is, younger girls often hide their attraction behind subtle behaviors, and most men completely miss these signs. Unlike older women, who might be more direct about their feelings, younger girls tend to communicate attraction in a more playful and indirect way. But here's where most guys fail: they either ignore these signs or misinterpret them completely, losing their chance before they even realize it. That's why today, I'm going to break it all down for you. I'll reveal 5 key signs that a young girl is secretly interested in you. These aren't just random behaviors, they are signals that, if you can recognize and respond to correctly, will give you a major advantage over other men. And here's the best part: a truly stoic man never chases, he attracts. He doesn't seek approval or validation. Instead, he observes, understands, and acts with quiet confidence. That's the mindset you'll develop by the end of this video. So, pay close attention, especially to the last sign, because it's the most powerful, and also the one most men fail to respond to properly. But before we begin, if you want to master the psychology of attraction with confidence and discipline, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. And let me know in the comments, have you ever noticed a girl acting differently around you, but weren't sure why? Type Stoic mindset if you're ready to decode female attraction with clarity and control. Now, let's get started. Sign 1: she pretends to be disinterested but stays close to you. One of the most misleading signs a young girl is secretly attracted to you is when she acts indifferent or even slightly distant, but somehow, she's always around. This is where most men fail. They assume her lack of direct attention means she isn't interested, when in reality, she's testing you. You see, younger girls often struggle with expressing attraction openly because they fear rejection or don't want to appear too easy. So instead of making their interest obvious, they play a subtle game. She might avoid making prolonged eye contact, keep conversations short, or even tease you in a way that seems dismissive. But here's the key: if you notice that despite this cold behavior, she still finds reasons to be near you, you need to recognize what's really happening. Maybe she positions herself close to you in a group setting. Maybe she lingers around your space without a clear reason. Maybe she suddenly appears wherever you are, even if she acts uninterested when you acknowledge her. These are not coincidences. A man who lacks awareness will either ignore her completely or react emotionally, pulling away in frustration or trying too hard to win her approval. A stoic man, however, doesn't play into the drama. He remains calm, observant, and confident. He doesn't chase, but he also doesn't withdraw. Instead, he allows her to keep making small moves toward him while maintaining his composure and high value. If a young girl is acting distant but constantly placing herself in your orbit, take note. She's watching how you react, and your ability to stay grounded will determine whether she escalates the attraction or moves on. Sign 2: she teases and challenges you playfully. If a young girl is secretly attracted to you, one of the most common and revealing behaviors she'll display is playfully teasing or challenging you. This is not random, it's a test. She's trying to gauge your confidence, emotional control, and ability to handle playful tension. She might mock something about your outfit, make a joke about your habits, or pretend to disagree with you just to see how you respond. At first glance, it may seem like she's just being playful, but there's a deeper psychology at work here. Young girls use teasing as a safe way to flirt, because it allows them to express interest without fully exposing their feelings. If you react awkwardly or take it too seriously, she'll lose attraction instantly. On the other hand, if you engage confidently and tease her back in a light-hearted and controlled way, she'll see you as a man who is comfortable in his own skin, a man who isn't easily shaken. This is exactly where the Stoic mindset comes into play. A man who is reactive and emotionally unstable will either get defensive, which makes him look weak, or try too hard to impress her, which makes him look desperate. A Stoic man, however, doesn't take things personally. He recognizes the game and plays along without seeking validation. For example, if she says, "Wow, you really think you're cool, huh?" instead of getting defensive, smirk and reply playfully, "Well, it's not my fault if I make it look easy." This keeps the tension fun and attractive, rather than creating awkwardness. The key is to maintain your frame, don't overreact, don't get needy, and don't try to prove anything. A truly attractive man lets the teasing flow naturally and never seeks approval. If a young girl is playfully challenging you, it's not an attack, it's an invitation. And if you handle it correctly, you'll skyrocket in her perception without even trying. Sign 3, she tries to get your attention indirectly. One of the most overlooked yet powerful signs that a young girl secretly desires you is when she subtly tries to get your attention, but not in an obvious way. Instead of approaching you directly, she creates situations where you're forced to notice her. For example, she might suddenly become more talkative when you're nearby, laughing a little louder, telling stories with more energy, or even playfully interacting with others in a way that subtly includes you. She's not directly talking to you yet, but she wants you to look in her direction. Another sign is when she frequently positions herself within your line of sight. Maybe she walks past you more often than necessary, stands near you in group settings, or finds a reason to be in your personal space without actually engaging first. This is a subconscious way of drawing you in without making herself vulnerable to rejection. This is where most men make mistakes. They either fail to recognize this pattern or, even worse, they assume she's just being friendly and hesitate to act. A Stoic man, however, doesn't react impulsively. He simply acknowledges the energy shift, remains composed, and allows her to escalate the interaction. If you notice a girl making herself noticeable but not making a direct move, you must understand what's happening, she's waiting for you to take the lead. But here's the key, don't rush in too eagerly. Instead, let the tension build. Make eye contact, acknowledge her presence, and when the moment is right, engage without acting like you've been waiting for it. A true Stoic never chases attention. He attracts it effortlessly. If she's putting herself in your space, it's because she's drawn to your presence. Recognize it, but always remain centered in your own frame. Sign 4, she opens up and shares personal things with you. When a young girl secretly desires you, she won't just treat you like any other guy. Over time, she will begin to open up and share details about her thoughts, feelings, and even insecurities. This is a major sign that she sees you as someone special and trustworthy, someone she wants to create a deeper connection with. Most men think that attraction is purely physical, but emotional attraction is just as powerful, if not more. If she starts telling you personal stories, revealing things about her past, or even admitting moments of weakness, it means she feels comfortable with you. More importantly, she's testing to see if you understand and accept her at a deeper level. However, here's where a lot of men fail. They either overreact, trying to act like a savior, or they dismiss her words without realizing their importance. A Stoic man, on the other hand, knows how to listen without becoming overly invested. He acknowledges her words but remains emotionally centered, showing strength without becoming her emotional crutch. If a girl says something like, "I don't really open up to people, but I feel like I can talk to you," that's a major indicator that she sees you as someone special. But the moment you try too hard to comfort her or make her feel better, you lose your masculine frame. Instead, simply listen, nod, and respond with calm understanding. Women are naturally drawn to men who can provide emotional stability without becoming emotionally unstable themselves. If she opens up to you, it's a sign of trust, and a sign that she's emotionally invested in you. Handle it wisely, and you'll strengthen the attraction without even trying. Sign 5, she finds excuses to spend time alone with you. When a young girl secretly desires you, she won't just rely on teasing or indirect signals. At some point, she will start creating opportunities for the two of you to be alone together. This is one of the strongest and most direct signs of attraction, yet many men fail to recognize its significance. She might suggest something casual, like, "You should help me with this project," or "Let's grab coffee sometime," making it seem effortless and innocent. But the reality is, she's choosing to spend time with you one-on-one, away from the distractions of a group setting. Another common sign is when she finds reasons to stay close to you longer than necessary. Maybe she lingers at the end of a conversation, hesitating to leave, or she randomly brings up a topic just to keep the interaction going. These are not coincidences, they are subtle invitations. This is where a Stoic man stands out. Instead of overreacting with excitement or hesitation, he remains composed and lets the moment unfold naturally. He doesn't rush to take advantage of the situation, nor does he shy away from it. He understands the dynamic and responds with quiet confidence. A weak man might fail to take the lead, missing the opportunity entirely. A desperate man might jump in too eagerly, making her feel pressured. But a man with a Stoic mindset acknowledges the moment, maintains control, and lets the attraction build at its own pace. If she's making excuses to spend time alone with you, it's because she wants you to make a move, but on your terms, not out of desperation. A true Stoic attracts by presence, not by force. Recognize the moment, stay composed, and let the connection deepen naturally. By now, you should have a clear understanding of the 5 key signs that a young girl secretly desires you. These signals are often subtle and indirect, but when you recognize them for what they are, you gain a powerful advantage that most men will never have. The mistake that many guys make is either missing these signs completely or reacting in the wrong way, either by chasing too hard or by pulling away out of uncertainty. But a Stoic man doesn't fall into either of these traps. He doesn't seek validation, nor does he act out of fear. Instead, he observes, understands, and responds with quiet confidence. If you notice a girl acting indifferent but staying close to you, playfully challenging you, finding ways to get your attention, sharing personal details, or creating opportunities to be alone with you, these are not coincidences. These are signals. And how you handle them will determine whether attraction builds or fades away. Remember this, women are naturally drawn to men who possess emotional stability, self-control, and a strong presence. Attraction isn't about chasing, it's about becoming the kind of man who naturally draws others in. When you embody the principles of Stoicism, you become a man that women respect, admire, and desire. Now, if this video helped you see attraction in a new way, hit that like button and subscribe for more content. And let me know in the comments, have you ever recognized one of these signs in a girl before? Type Stoic discipline if you're ready to master attraction with confidence and control. Until next time, stay disciplined, stay focused, and most importantly, stay Stoic.